All right. It's about 5 after, so I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Got a lot to show today. Welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear me in the chat? That was a little bit of an offset, so I'm going to go ahead and, just get this ball rolling. Some of the intro stuff is stuff a lot of you've heard before, so we're going to get moving right along. Let me go ahead and so you can see me. Hello. Welcome, everyone. It's July 26, 2025. My name is Wesley Adams. I have been with the Central Ohio GameDev Group, or COGG as it's known, for several years now. We're very excited to show an online version of this GameDev meetup. So if you're not familiar with this, it's basically a end of the month recap of what happened before, what's kind of happening in the future, news about our local Columbus, Ohio area, Central Ohio area. We're not exclusive to just the US or Ohio or Midwest or whatnot. We have a lot of folks from around the world kind of helping us out, showcasing some really cool games. We'll be presenting some cool stuff today, talking about what's coming up, and just kind of getting to know you all. So if you're new to the chat, say hi, let us know how we can help you. This is obviously going to be recorded, so if you can't meet us today, welcome from the future. Glad you could kind of make it and stop by. Um, and yeah, just kind of go over some of the normal, just kind of template stuff that we kind of go over, talk about who we are, and what kind of to expect of this event. So, all right, let's go ahead and move into our slideshow. Everybody see that okay? All right. Again, since it's July 26th, so normally these game dev meetups happen around this last Saturday of the month. We've kind of been shifting around. Um, we're trying to do more in-person events for this, so just when we have a venue in person available, we'll have these slated for that. In the background there is kind of an old snapshot of our group. We've had a different co-working space, so we're very excited to have a new kind of co-working space we're going to called Boxland Media. So I'll give you a little bit of a snippet there of some of our future events. All right, so who are we? We're a collection of game developers who want to help each other make games. We collaborate with other local groups like the Columbus College of Art and Design, or CCAD, Columbus State, Ohio State University, the Ohio State University, excuse me, and many more. We have sister game sites like the Cleveland Game Developer Group, the International Game Developer Association chapter in Ohio called the Cincinnati Game Developer Group, Gem City Game Developers in Dayton, and many more. So if you're not from the Central Ohio area, but you are from Ohio, there's a lot of different other sites you can go to and get connected with. Just let us know. You can contact us anytime via info@thecog.com. And if you're interested in joining our Discord, which later we'll have a little shout out for folks if you want to do an icebreaker event, that's our Discord link. Putting these in the YouTube chat channel. Our website for all our information, which I'll show here in a little bit, is thecog.com. And if you want to find more events just like this, our meetup page is meetup.com/the-cog. Yeah, cool. So a couple of things coming in today. We have for our live events coming up in August, and just kind of a recap before I kind of go too far forward. July was a pretty big event just for just kind of showcasing a couple of things online. We've kind of gone back to just doing some online events just because of availability. We had our prototype and play a couple weeks ago, so we had that in our Discord channel. So if you're not familiar with prototype and play, which we're coming up one for August 8th, is usually on the second Friday of the month. Normally these are online. We'd like to do some in-person ones in the future, but currently they've actually been working pretty well for that. For now, we have one coming up in September. That's in person at Game Arena. We're working with them on that. It's a little bit trying to figure out the right time and date for that, partly because we have, GDEX coming up, so we're trying to figure out the best time for that. So stay tuned for that. We normally do a prototype and play every quarter, so that would be, I think, the third quarter of this year. It's at a esports facility again called Game Arena, so we do that from like 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that should be a lot of fun. But next month, we'll have, just like this month, a Discord prototype and play. So that'll be curated in our channels. I'll show Discord a little bit and kind of what that looks like. And we had a really good event last time. You guys always jam-pack that with a lot of really great stuff. We do have quite a few people that go to that, so if you're interested, let us know, either just to watch or participate. We do ask that we try to let people know ahead of time when those are occurring so that you can sign up. We'll get you your own channel and everything so you can kind of go through those and showcase your own games, whether it's work in progress, finished games, or whatnot. Even if it's just kind of showcasing some work in progress like concept art, music, prototype material like programming designs and whatnot. So it's a lot of really great ways to kind of see those different components put together. Yeah, so ours is coming up August 8th, 6 to 9 p.m. in Discord. So, but I wanted to kind of showcase here that the GDEX Game Jam is coming up next week. So if you haven't been keeping in the loop, let me just kind of do a little shout out with that. It's August 1st through the 9th, and the kickoff event starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, and it's all online. So let me go ahead and jump into that. We'll kind of just show my face while I kind of get that ready. All right, we'll see if this works out. Cool, everybody see that okay? So if you go to thegdex.com, so if I were to go to the very front page here, you will see a top link at the top that says this free online GDEX Game Jam event is now open for pre-registration. Click here to join. That'll take you to this page, or you can go to the experience. There's a lot of really great stuff for the GDEX coming up in September, and it'll take you right here. So thegdex.com/Game Jam will take you to all the information you need. We're going to be kicking off this event August 1st to the 9th, so first is a Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll find all the information here. So when you're looking for that kickoff event, it's right here. It'll take you to your YouTube channel, which this will be where you go in and actually watch the live stream. And if you're not familiar with a game jam, it's basically an event. Normally it's over like a 48 to 72 hour period, but this time we try to do these things right before the GDEX in-person Game Expo. This time it's a little bit earlier, so that's why you're seeing this a little bit earlier than our normal events for GDEX, and it's a kind of almost a week-long event. So the 1st through the 9th is actually a Friday through the Friday plus a Saturday. So normally we would try to capture in another Sunday. There is some flexibility in there. We'll kind of go over that information when we do the kickoff event. If you really need to push it Sunday, but our goal is, to try to play through all the games, give us a break before our rating period right afterwards, which will be that if I remember correctly, it should be I have it in here. The the 12th through the 15th. So that'll be, if I remember right, that's the Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we come together as the COGG admin to go over all the ratings and pick a best game jam and show, and we'll present that at the GDEX Game Expo that Saturday, that weekend in September. So really great event to go to. You do not need game development experience. It's entirely free. We'll pair you up with game professionals. A lot of times we have people from all over the world going to these. I've had people in Germany, Paris, Netherlands, California, all kinds of great places. So it's a great way and a casual way to kind of get together and make a game within a week's time. So Jamio will be in our Discord channel for GDEX. And they'll help you do kind of a curated bot onboarding experience. So it'll team you up with other developers. You can jump in and jump out. If you're actually part of the CCAD collaborated Global Game Jam event, we'll be using the same Game Jam bot. So it should be a great time to see that. And then also, if you are part of or not a part of the Game Jam be sure to check out this ending ceremony as well. This will actually be where you go in and see the final results of the submissions. It won't be the final results of the judging period or the rating period, but at least you'll see the games that are being played. So we'll play those live stream. So what we ask you to do today is, if you're interested in this, go to itch.io, sign up here. We have a couple people starting to funnel in. Hit this Join Jam button. It will actually, if you're not a registered itch.io account, you'll get an itch.io account that you need to register with, and this will be the platform that you use to upload your game at the end of the submission period. And then second, we would ask you to go to the Discord channel, and this will take you to the GDEX README channel. And hopefully this will work. Yep. And this will kind of be where we start to put more information in here. I've got some information I need to take out from here, but this will be the right space. And then we'll soon have Jamio in here to help you start making teams. You could start making teams as soon as like organically, you could start making teams as soon as today, just to kind of like say, hey, I got my friend that I want to start with. You can kind of go in there. But the big thing is we will have Jamio in here that'll help you actually make your official teams in here. Basically, think of Discord as your communication channel. This will be where you get to talk to teams, get to share ideas, where we'll have a place to kind of connect people to peer reviewers, right? So we'll have game professionals helping you periodically through the week to kind of review your games. We'll set up those schedules. We'll have a lot of really great time, working on this. This is one of my favorite game jams to do. It's a lot of fun and is a great time. So if you are even slightly interested, you should join. Stop by, see what it's all about, and just have fun making games. So that's part of that information. I just kind of want to make sure we have that. And if you want to take a look at the dates, you can take a quick snapshot of that. So again, it's jamming period is August 1st through the 9th. Judging period is 12th through the 16th, which actually the 16th will be where we'll submit those. You actually have the 15th to kind of get everything together, but that should be plenty of time to go through the ratings. You'll rate each other's games if you're a participant on the 5 different rubric criteria. So it's a lot like if you've done this before. It's pretty much the same as we had in previous years. And so we'll then get together and have a good time kind of making some cool games. All right. So in here, now that I've kind of gone through that, I'll go through some more GX stuff here in a little bit because I have a couple updates. But kind of going through our COGG events, I know I'm jumping around a bit. So feel free if I'm going too fast, or if there's information that you need to learn more about, post it in the YouTube chat. I'm happy to help, or email us at info@thecogg.com and we'll be happy to help. So, all right, sounds like people are signing up now. Wonderful, great. And so Prototype and Play, again, is August 8th, and then we have the GameDev Meetup, which we're really pretty sure that we're going to be at Boxline Media the 31st, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is on a Sunday. So we will have an in-person event. We try to do a simulcast so that folks that can't make it in person can still watch us online. Anything else that you want us to talk about or showcase? We are doing a new thing called Community Spotlight. All you have to do is let us know when your event is. Say if you're going to a live stream and you want to play your game that you made, or if you find an event that you're going to be showcasing. So we're actually not running those events necessarily, but if you're doing an event and you want to share about like what it's all about, say if it's online or doing like a live cast on your phone or something like that, and you're going to a game event, it just has to be game related in some way. Let us know. We'd be happy to make a couple promotion opportunities so that people know where to go for that. And you just have to email us at info@thecogg.com, and we'll be happy to share whatever you're working on. So cool. So these are our events in August. More are coming up in September, obviously, for the GDEX Expo. And a lot of this is kind of same stuff. We're happy to have you on meetup.com. So Meetup is, if you're looking for more events, you can always find us at, let me just make sure I've got, let me do this. Boop. That's our web page. So if you want to find our events, there's something new that we did this month, and you may start seeing this. But if you go to the COGG/events/cal, you'll find our events, which still takes you, if you want to, you can go to Meetup here or Meetup here, this little M sign. It'll take you to our Meetup page. We are slowly moving away from Meetup just because it's expensive and it's a little wonky sometimes. But we're not leaving it yet, but we are slowly moving towards just using our website for events. What's nice is currently right now all the events that we have coming up are dynamically loaded in this Google Calendar that we have. So like this one today, and if you look in the future, there's the GDEX Games Expo, there's Prototype and Play, there's the GameDev Meetup, so all these should be updated as we start to progress through. And if you want to download a version for yourself, you can try this out. This is kind of experimental, so let us know if this works for you and if you can add this to your own calendars, but this should be a great way for people to have those calendar events on their phone whenever they need them. We'll have more instructions on this as we start to work on this, but if you want to try it out, go to thecog.com/events/cal, and that'll give you what you need. And other social media are up here too, so Meetup, Facebook, if you're interested, is here. We always do announcements here if you're into Facebook. Twitter page, that's our just kind of short announcements, and then YouTube, which is where you found us here, and our Discord link is there. So once you go to thecog.com, you'll find all our links at the top right corner. We'll have news here, more about our event and who's on our team, code of conduct, how to contact us. We always like to tell people like there's resources here if you just want to learn more about our local community. And then the big one I always like to tell people is our COGG games. If you ever have a game that you want up here, we just kind of add them as people add them to this Google form here. You just select here, or you can select here, and those will take you to a Google form that'll get sent to us, and then we'll, over a couple days, we'll start to add them to the site and upload them for you so that we can share these at different events like the GDEX Game Expo. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and start to move. Let me go ahead and take a pause real quick while I'm kind of looking through some of these questions people have. Only sign up if I have a game ready to promote, right? I'm still looking for a dev team. Yeah, I don't know if that's a question for the game jam or if you're talking about for the game dev events like this. It's a Discord place I can communicate with game developers in your talent pool. Yes. They really try looking through the Discord, but the way that it looks just fries my brain. Help. I'm going to go over that real quick so you guys can know exactly how to go and where you can move through. Oh yes, I sent you the intro. I saw that. Yeah, thanks Rosefield. So yeah, so talking to Great Escape, I have a game ready to promote, right? I'm still looking for a dev team. Yeah, you can use our Discord channel for that. If you want to kind of share those, I'll show you. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. I want to share you the Discord link. So if you're ever interested in joining us, if you're not part of the Discord channel, we kind of live here more or less 24/7. Try to anyways. It'll take you to our Discord channel here. Let me see if I can get that up and running. All right, let's do as my admin would say, use a fake account. So if you ever see Randy Bojangles, that's my fake account I just use to stream and stuff, and I actually use it as a way to test bot stuff. So we have, once you join, you'll see this welcome channel, which gives you a lot of information. It has your COG admins here. You can add us anytime. So if you were to type the @ symbol and then Wesley or Caleb or whoever, or just mods, really, you could just say COG mod. That'll let us know if you have a question, and we'll try to get back with you as soon as possible. As you go through here, there's just some rules to kind of keep in mind. Really, just honestly, be nice to each other. That's the big thing, is we just want to make sure that you're not sharing malicious links. You're trying to, put anybody down, so to speak. Just treat each other nice. And honestly, we've been really pretty good at having that. If you do see anything that makes you, feel a little bit uncomfortable or whatever, let us know. We'll help kind of, talk those things through. We're happy to kind of share those. Monthly events is where we kind of showcase what events are coming up. Currently, right now, Prototype and Play is the second Friday a month. In person and online is kind of like, like I said, every other every other quarter or every quarter we try to have a in-person event. So every 3 months, and then in-person is, or excuse me, online is, sorry, let me explain that again. Prototype and play in person is once a quarter at Game Arena. So right now the next one coming up is in September. And then every other event for that second Friday um, is an online event, just like we had this month and what we're going to have next month. So just kind of keep that in mind. The best thing I would say is just go to meetup.com, and that'll kind of showcase the events that are coming up, and that'll help you plan. Really, our game dev meetups like this one, at the end of the month, we try to showcase the events coming up so you can prepare for those and know which ones are coming up. Um, Game Dev Meetup is the last Saturday of the month when we can. Now, we are trying to do more in-person events from 4 to 7 p.m. at Boxland Media, as you can tell down here. I will tell you, we didn't have a locked-in spot this month. We have a locked-in spot next month, but it is on a Sunday from 4 to 7 p.m. So just, again, go to meetup.com. That'll give you all the information you need and should be ready for you to go. So before you travel or before you get on an event, go to meetup.com/the-COGG, and that'll get you to where you need to go. If you want to present like this event here, there's our Google forum. Again, this is a great way if you want to showcase like with me on this event in person or online depending on the event for the Game Dev Meetup. This is where you would go to find that. You can also find them in any of the meetup pages. So if you go to say this like red one, which is a Game Dev Meetup, you'll see that link down here as well. If that's helpful. All right. So yeah, important stuff is just kind of announcements and people joining the server. So we had a couple people. Oh wow, lots of cool people hanging out. Great, wonderful. When we do our live streams, they'll show up here in our event recordings. So this one will be up here sometime today. We have announcements that I always kind of ping everybody about here. Once you join, if you're new, you can feel free to add a little bit about yourself. Let us know how we can help you. If you're working on different game engines, we have our staples Unreal, Unity 3D, and Godot. But if you have anything else, feel free to add them here into other games, game engines, or other engines. And then really your biggest thing, so I think this is where people kind of get hung up, is we have our community category over here on the left side. And this has a lot of information. So if you just only look here in this category, this will get you most of what you need. The general channel is kind of just a random flow of information you can kind of chat about. And it's a great way to kind of just start some conversations. If you have a specific question and you're asking a little bit here and there and you're just not getting what you need, ask it here. This might be a great place to start questions that people can help you in a more specific way, and it won't get lost in the general channel like in a bunch of different posts. So feel free to add it here. You can add a new post at the top right corner, this blue button. You can tell people what it is. Is it code? Is it marketing? Whatever. And you can add that here, and people can kind of chime in and help you out. If you have a game you want to showcase, so I think some people were talking about this. We'll actually use a little bit of this today. This is where you can go in and showcase your game, right? So think of this as like a home base for your game. So if you have a game in progress or finished or whatever, add a new post here, talk about what it is with these different category posts when you add it. Add an image to your first post and it'll show up just like so. And this is a great way that if you're like looking through, you just want to see, okay, I've got a game post, I can post it here. Other people can do little messages and little feedbacks. And it's a great way. We try to showcase these in our online game dev meetups, which I'll do a couple of these today, and have a great time kind of talking about it and showcasing all that it entails. Yeah, then you have your resources channel. So if you have stuff that you think is really useful for other folks that's game related, feel free to post them here. If you see like game sales, some people like doing that. Just kind of like, oh, like Humble Bundle's doing a cool thing. You can do that. Kind of anything that's a resource that's for game related, you can add here. If we ever do COGG, if we do Let's Plays, they'll show up here. So my headphone went out. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, so if we ever do Let's Plays, or if you want to do a Let's Play of a game, you can talk about it here. It's a great place for that. If you have business talk, so if you're starting up a game studio or if you want to like ask about questions, this is a good place to start. We're not like, you know, some people we point you to can help you out legally, but if you're asking us, this is kind of like a general question and answer. It's not meant to be like a legal advice or anything like that, but you can start here and we could try to get you to people that do have legal backgrounds and can help you with that experience. But feel free to kind of poke in questions on different things you may have. The art channel is a lot exactly what it looks like, it sounds like. It's a great place if you want to share different illustrative art, 3D art, or animations and whatnot. So feel free to check that out. Looks like Shamifire actually did something in beginner-friendly Blender vids. That's great. We have Eric showcasing some cool stuff in Blender. Awesome, great stuff. Sound is for sound effects and music. So if you have stuff that you want to get people feedback on, or you just found something that's kind of cool online, you can do that. Work in progress is just kind of general capture. This used to be our Saturday, um, like screenshots or whatnot, but now it's just a work in progress because people would add work in progress any time of the day, and it's a great way to kind of just see what people are working on. So like hyperspace, I don't know, you're working on, yeah, some cool stuff here. So I'll show a little bit of this later. And yeah, so it's great to see what people are working on generally. Hardware is an ask that we've had. It's grown quite a bit, so people showcasing some cool games or some cool hardware for games. So if you have something unique or something you're working on, 3D printing or whatever, feel free to add it here. Job and collaboration I always post here, so it looks like, again, thank you Cameron D for sharing some more shell game postings. So if you have a job that you want people to look into, to sign up for, to join, you can add it here. Or if you're looking for a job, you can post your background, your portfolio, your resume, and all that good stuff. Make sure that, you be careful about what you share online. So I would highly suggest not sharing anything like phone numbers, maybe even emails, just something generalized if you just need them to go to your portfolio page. But in general, this is a way for you to showcase, that you're looking for a job or that you have a job you want other people to join. So feel free to look through here every so often. We have folks looking to even join game jams and whatnot, and let us know. We try to ping people every so often. I know, Duke, thank you. You had from where you're working at, you're looking for a software engineer, systems person. So yeah, it looks like Shield applied, so that's great. Hope you get those positions. That's great. So feel free to look from here to time. Shameless plugs is kind of like a catch-all. We encourage you to make these game related, but you don't have to. Sometimes you just want to share that, hey, I've got a cool, uh, project or whatever. Just try not to make them like super unrelated. We try to, let friends and family like, post in here. So we encourage you to kind of post mostly game stuff, but if you happen to have a couple other things, that's okay too. We just want people to have a place to share because I know sometimes we just want to share things. Random is self-explanatory, some cool stuff. External events, things like the GDEX, wow, coming up in 43 days. Yeah, it's coming up soon, so keep an eye on that. Game Jam shares, so we'll actually need to share. Oh, I did. Okay, I did share this here, so the GDEX Game Jam is here. Game Time is if you're requesting to do gameplay, so it's a great place for that. And just another almost random channel for different pets. I like pets. Pets are fun. Music channel. So that's our community channel, so feel free to check that out. We have voice channels if you ever want to talk to people. You just got to let them know. You can jump into these at any time for general, peer support, external events, streaming game devs, music channels, and game time. So, and then whenever we do prototype and play, this is where we start. So when we do this next month, Friday, August 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll start in the prototype and play channel here. And I'll ask people to let us know if you want to present that night. And when you let us know you want to present that night, we'll give you a text channel where you can post all your information, say if it's a game link or just general notes, and other people can post in there too. And then a voice channel, so you'll have your voice channel that you can stream with, which is how I'm doing this event. I'm streaming through Discord in a private channel. And this is where you would showcase that night. So yeah, next month this is how we'll do it. If you have, we'll start to actually remove these channels in lieu of getting the new channels up for August. So we'll archive these and then ask for a new set of prototype and play presenters for next month. So if you want to see what games people are making, or if you want to present yourself, this is a great place to go. All right. And then you can also go to the server guide, which I like to share. Let me see if there's, yeah, in here once you join, you should be able to get a role. So you should be able to notate yourself as technical, a artist, or a uh, designer. So once you join, you should be able to have those. If you need help with that, if you don't have a role, let us know. We can help you out and get those roles as you need to. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. Before I get too far into GDEX, I just got a couple short announcements. I want to make sure I take a look at the chat channel to see if there's anybody that has questions before I move too far ahead. Oop. It's like my text. Okay. Do you have to have a team before the game jam? No, you do not have to have a team before the game jam. We will, that night, once we do the kickoff event, we will start to form teams with you. We'll use the Jamio Discord bot to help you along, but we will have admins there helping you all night long to start up your teams and even throughout the week and weekends, so that you have what you need to get your team started. Does the game jam join you with others, or are we expected to be fully formed? It does. Okay, so the game jam doesn't have to be fully formed. Um, you can modify them throughout the event. So say if you have a 7-person team and you're like, oh, that's too many people. I want to join a different one. You can totally do that. You can totally do that. So you can change your team if you need to. Now we do encourage you to try to stay with the team throughout most of the event. That's how you're going to get the best bang for your buck, so to speak. Because even though it's a week-long event, it's gonna go by real quick. But if you say, okay, I want to change a team, just let your team know, like, hey, I think I'm going to be better at another team. Even let the admins know in Discord once we have that set up for you. We can help you coordinate that. That's what we're here for. We're basically here to kind of bounce you guys back into play. So yeah, so good question. So you don't have to be fully formed, and you can form it that night on August 1st, and even change it after the fact if you need to. Hi friends, just joined the group and working with Unity, primarily programming, on a project. Interested in meeting other creators. Welcome, Kevin. Glad to have you guys. And I've seen a couple of you guys new too. Yeah, welcome everyone. I don't see the resources tab in the Discord. Is this permissions set correctly? Resources tab. Oh, good question. Good question. Let me see. So if I were to go here, you're talking about this resources tab here, right? Yeah, let me check that. If you guys don't see that, let me know. That might be a permissions thing. If you're talking about the COGG event, yeah, or COGG Discord, yeah, I'll check into that. Thanks for the note. I'll make sure that that's permissions is correct. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, next thing. I joined it. I also have resources to share. I have 2 producers. One does win battles. Yeah, great, cool. Yeah, again, if you don't see it, let us know. We'll get you guys access to the resources tab. I'll have to see what's going on. We also have a guy who can make toys and environments for your game. Very popular. Wonderful. That's great. Found the location, but it's tucked away in a weird place. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, it's hopefully, again, the big thing is if you're looking for a lot of these, it's in the community tab. So think of this as kind of like a folder, and you should see most of what you need right here. So hopefully, if it's hard to see, let us know. We'll change things up. If you have suggestions for new channels, like I know you guys suggested the hardware channel, let us know. We'll try to, if it fits, we'll try to add channels. But as you can tell, we're trying to keep this pretty short and concise, so it's easy to find things. Yeah, so the walkthrough is pretty helpful. Discord is very chaotic, but knowing the few places to focus, good. Yeah, and let us know. All you have to do is, in channel, you can message us directly. So Tony's one of these. You can say, at COGG mod, and you can select to see how it's done. You can say, hey, I have a question. Just kidding. This was Wes. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ping my guys. But that's how you would do that, and that would ping us, and I would get like a little red notification and let us know that you have a question. So that's how you would do that, and you can post in here, and we'll help you out. There's a lot of different ways. If you get stuck, ask us in the general channel. We'll get you in the right direction. Um, no, the resources grouping. Oh, okay. So you mean like this, right? So in here, um, yeah, if you're looking for different groups, I'm not sure if I understand correctly, but if you're looking for the different ways to post in here, like if you wanted to click on this group, you would just click on this card and you would see all the information for those. And some of these have a couple of different postings here as well. Yeah. Just let me know, Red Thunderbore, if I can help clarify. And if you don't figure it out today, I'll help you out. You can just email us, or you can join the Discord and message me as Wesley, and we'll be happy to help you. All right, so last thing, and I want to kind of get onto our presentations. GDEX is closing to its start date. So September 4th through the 7th is that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's going to be at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. So what I encourage you is to get your tickets soon because we're going to be rocking and rolling real quick. We have you can get your passes here, or obviously like buy now. But the big thing is if you're interested, you can apply. Still open, surprisingly, still open. You can be an exhibitor. You can have speaker experiences and volunteers. And just as a note, we are going to be, I say we, I'm actually helping to coordinate information. Sometimes I've worked with the folks at GDEX. I know the people that work there. I try to keep in the know as best I can. If you ever have any questions for them, you can ask me, but a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just point you here where you can contact them with your name and email and subject line, and that'll go through all the information you need to email them. If they don't get back to you, just let me know. I will help to get you your information to them. Um, but like I always said, if you have any questions, you can ask them, or I can try to help best I can. So speakers and experiences are coming up with a schedule pretty soon, so you should see some of those. We could still use some volunteers to help. I'll actually be sending out some volunteers because we're going to be doing a booth at GDEX as well for COGG. So if you're interested in helping out at the booth at COGG, it'll get you a free pass for the show. We'll kind of coordinate that. And we could really use the help. It's going to, showcase all your great stuff to a wide audience. And as you can tell, it's a great show to have lots of arcades. They have speakers and talks about game development. We have tournaments. We have all kinds of shows and stuff. So usually like a Saturday night dance party. So it's a lot of fun. I'm not sure what we're doing this year quite yet. I haven't kept in the know about that portion, but we usually have a really great time. So even if you're first time coming, we highly encourage you to stop by and check it out, even if it's for one day. If you are part of the media, feel free to check that out. That's a new thing that we have. So if you want to kind of get a little spotlight of showcasing our expo, you can take a look there too. Yeah, and if you have applied, this is the big thing. If you have applied as an exhibitor but you haven't completed the application, please do fill that out soon. It helps us promote you guys. It helps to showcase how many exhibitors there are, so we can get more people to sponsor and to have more integrations with your exhibiting opportunities. So we know that there's a lot of you out there that applied but haven't completed the application. So please let us know if you, even if you're not sure if you are completed or not, we can help find that out for you, and I can find that out after the show. But yeah, it's a great time. It's a really great experience. So definitely check that out and have a lot of fun there. All right. No, I'll poke you. Good. How do we contact you? Not on Discord, on the COGG website. Info at thecog.com. And that'll go straight to my email. I have a personal email that goes to, but I do get all those emails, so feel free to poke me there too. Yeah, good question. Cool. So we got that. Got that. Got a Discord. Showcase that. Good. Okay. think if we're good and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead. I know it's been way long today. There's a lot of information to go over, so I appreciate your patience. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with our first presentation. I'm going to go over one of our first games. Long time subscriber, long time presenter. We have Roblox. So let me go ahead and see if I can showcase our presentation. So today we're doing a couple of local events, COGG games, presenters. We're going to do a Roblox game from Drift. He's got a brand new map called Truckers of Poland, so I'll go showcase some of that. I have a video that I'll showcase as well. And then Jake Connor has a Unity 3D game called Steel Dragon, so his company, Perspective Games, he'll actually be at GDEX this year. And then I have a couple community spotlights, so there's an assortment of games that I found and kind of want to showcase at the end of this presentation. And then I always do like a little bit of an icebreaker. We have people join our Discord channel. We go into the general channel. So feel free to join this preemptively, but we kind of just get to talk to each other. So if you want to talk to me like live today, we'll do it right after this show. So stick around if you want to kind of talk a little bit more and just have fun getting to know each other. Especially if you're new, we'd love to kind of say hi. So, all right. So while I get that ready, let me go ahead and load up my Roblox games. And actually, before I do that, I've got a video to grab, so let me go get that. So go ahead and feel free to chat, and if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat. All right. So I think I'm good. Let me go ahead and look through that. Thanks for the guidance. It's a new game, not a new map. Oh, okay. New game. Yeah. So it is a brand new game. That is to say, it's not like the one we've presented in the past. It is a brand new map. And then it's a game maker. Oh, sorry. My apologies. I don't know why I put that on there. Connor's Perspectives game is Game Maker, not Unity. So, yeah, thanks for that. I'll make a note of that for next time. I don't know why I did that. Game Maker, new game. Okay. So now you can see that. Yeah, new game, Game Maker. Cool. All right. So, let's go ahead and showcase our trailer. Drift always likes to do an intro trailer, and I'm always like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but he always makes something really cool. So, yeah, let's showcase this game trailer. Here, hold on. I'm not getting my background. Hold on. I gotta get my background. Music. Let's see if this works now. Oh no. Where's it coming from? Okay, I'm gonna try something different. Hold on guys. Not sure why it's not coming through. Should just go through my headset. Huh. It's normally not an issue, guys. Sorry about the delay. Let's see. Let me see if I can go through. I hear something. Yeah, it's so weird. Alright. Huh. Okay. I'm honestly not sure why this isn't working. I wonder if I can do... Yes, this is... Let's see if this works. Oh no. Oh no! I really want to showcase the music, but I don't know if... Not sure why it's not working. Normally I just go through my headset, and it's perfectly fine. And I'm not sure why today it's not working. Oh wait! It's working! Why is it working all of a sudden? Okay, we're good. Sorry guys. Okay, I think I caught it. I think this is, the rest of it is this music, which is really epic music. I will say, really epic music, but I think we're gonna go and cut that short just for the time's sake. But yeah, great intro, man. This always fun, always great time. So thanks for showcasing that. All right. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start up our game. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. I figured as much. I figured as much that it was like music just kind of not cut off at the end. Okay. So with that being the case, let's go ahead and showcase Roblox games. Truckers of Poland. And then, yeah, Rosefield Studios here, you feel free to chime in if you have any notes about that. Okay, cool. All right, so if you're not familiar with Roblox, it's kind of like I almost call it like Legos. They kind of look like Legos. Of course, you can't say that, but you have a lot of different assets kind of pre-made that you can bring in here. You can create a lot of different things. In this instance, you can build textures on a road to make it look like a road. You can bring in models like tires and trucks and stuff like that. So I think Drift said this was one of his friends' trucks. Yeah, so in this one, it's kind of like a truck simulator where you can kind of make deliveries and whatnot. You can jump into the car and kind of move through there. And actually, while I'm grabbing this, let me go ahead and I'm bringing up the truck controls. All right, so this is a semi-automatic. That is to say that I gotta get it going. Cool. All right. Oh, thank you so much for putting in these X's. I was just playing this earlier and I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm in the right spot. All right. Cool. So in this one, Drift had made another game. It was kind of about like a bus tour simulator through a city. This one is kind of more of like setting up deliveries and kind of moving through the different areas. So, and here he kind of wanted to make more of a realistic version of some Poland roads and what maybe like a truck driver would kind of move through. There's a upcoming company coming up, some sort of factory or whatnot. And feel free to chime in if you kind of showcase some of these things, Rosefield, but like you'll notice that there's some trees, some that he's brought in, but also some different types of houses. This one. I always forget which one I should go to. I think I'm supposed to go, well, no, I think I'm supposed to go this way. So let me reverse. Wow. I couldn't remember if it was a right or left there. But yeah, so he's made a lot of these roads, a lot of like kind of researching different types of structures. And if you haven't gotten a little bit of the notice, he's actually from Poland, so his time frame is a little bit different. Um, so I always am excited that he was able to join anytime he can, because it's probably super late for him right now. Whoa, made that turn real quick. Okay, cool. Oh, and I wonder if this is a dead end or a turn. Oh, it's a turn. Okay. Dude, I love these X's. I really appreciate this. Because I was doing this before, just doing a test, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure where it is, because this is actually really big. Something else I wanted to showcase is in the last game that he made, we kept talking about, like, okay, is there, like, oh, I gotta reverse. Oh, I got my blinker lights on. That's X. Okay. We were talking about having this little mini map. So he was able to make a mini map there, and if you hit M, you can actually see a map of all the different lands. Now, at some point, we'll be able to see all the different lanes. I think he said he's working to fix that. So really cool, like really, really helpful, I think, that we have like a mini map and an overworld map to kind of tell you where you need to go. Um, so looking forward to implementations on that. Great job. Um, cool. So we're going to keep going. Got a couple of traffic lights, and then there's this semi-roundabout. And something else that was kind of neat is he was telling me, like, one of the things that he's doing. So I zoom out here. You notice that the ground looks almost like a very blown up image. Well, that's actually Google Earth's capture of Poland. So he's using that as kind of like a reference and guide to kind of make some of these roads, which I thought was like a really cool idea. I mean, game development's kind of like you can do a lot of things just to kind of uh, design the levels and the worlds that you need. Oop. There we go. I think it was stuck for a sec. Okay. Like a real truck. You gotta be easy on it. So we got a gas station. You can see that it's definitely kind of a little bit of a work in progress for sure. So they're starting to build up some of these. Some of these roads are work in progress. All right, let's see if I can. Oh, I'm gonna not stop. All right. I will admit that this truck's a little bit to get used to, so pardon my slowness. He also has a day-night cycle, which is really cool. So you'll notice, and if I put on L for lights, I'll turn my lights on. I'm just basically using the W, A, S, and D keys to kind of move left and right for A and D, and W to move forward, and then S to move for brake, I think is, if that's correct. I'm going to go this way. Yep. So you kind of see a little bit, like this is one of the improvements I think from the last game is the skybox and a little bit of the sunset. It's a little bit easier to see. All right, I think we're going to move this way. Yeah, using in real life Poland as a reference image. Yes, I love it. Got some more signs for some new cities being built, which is great. So there's a lot to explore in this one. So definitely like Drift, if you ever have anything you want, people to learn about, like say if you want them to help you with the game, give feedback, he actually has a channel in our COGG channel and even his own server to kind of showcase some of that as well. So if you want to participate or even just give feedback, like, hey, I think it'd be cool if maybe you added this to the game or thought about this process, definitely check it out and provide any information that might be helpful for him. Let's see if I can move through, and I think we're good to go. So this is just a snippet. I imagine we'll have more progress in this, and love to see kind of how things are going, Drift. So feel free to post your updates and let us know how things are going. But yeah, this is a really great start. I think you said you've been working on this for almost a month. So yeah, really great to see the progress. Can't wait to see more of this, and then yeah, we'll look forward to more progress in the game. And I'll go ahead and give you a little shout out to your channel in Discord. So if you're looking for this channel in Discord, all you have to do is, again, go under the community, share your games, and then he did an update here. So feel free to take a look at it. Yeah, there's that map. All kinds of really cool stuff. So yeah, really great progress. I'm loving the snapshots so far. So awesome. Cool. All right, so now we're going to get ready for our next presenter. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Cool. All right, next up, we have Project Steel Dungeon. And actually, let's see if I can showcase this. I'm going to use a controller, so it should be a lot of fun there. Let me go ahead and load up this Game Maker game. And let's see if everybody can see that. The first thing I'm going to do is just kind of do a little bit of the background. There we go. All right, controller working. We'll do the intro. So Jake likes to do a little bit of these intros, so I'll kind of speak to these a little bit. So yeah, this is the year is 2067. 30 years ago, man-made environmental disasters nearly ended the world. Entire land became uninhabitable, cities fell into the earth, and continents broke into small islands. Yet civilization would persist. Small towns and communities on some of the newly formed islands survived. 5 years later, civilization started to thrive once again. Entire nations began to form on multiple islands. Due to limited resources and awareness of man-made disasters, the nations relied on solar and wind energy. Eventually, mining operations were established and new discovery was made. Entire cities and artifacts from the old world were discovered deep underground. People began to explore the old world for either treasures, technology, or simply learned about the old world. However, new dangerous discoveries were made. These underground settlements were still inhabited by mutants and humans alike. While peaceful contact was made with some, many choose to fight back. But it soon became more than just attacking any intruders. Many of these underground empires rose to the surface and waged war against the island nations. The island nations were outmatched by underground empires' armored fighting vehicles, but the island nations came up with a solution, a vehicle they so-called mobile strikers. With enough firepower to destroy armed vehicles and mobility to navigate the underground settlements, these mobile strikers pushed the empire back underground. Now the islands are at peace as mobile strikers keep the underground empire at bay and retrieve valuable technology. Now mobile strikers are taken up by curious adventures while the island nations flourish in peace. Now a new adventure awaits. So that's this intro with a kind of a neat little snapshot of the islands there at the bottom. Very, very nice. So what are the costs to develop these game demonstrations? Oh, that's a good question. I think all of these are kind of more or less free. That's what's kind of cool. So if you're asking if it costs any money to demonstrate any of these, nah, we do this for free. So so if you have something game related, we're just here to help you. So good question, a great escape. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do the small underground dungeon and showcase a little bit of the game. So Project Steel Dungeon, the Underground Tyrants. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a tank with a little projectile snapshot. We got some pickups like this money that helps get some money. I think that's for money. So I'm basically using the right trigger. Again, I'm using my controller to fire and using my right thumb or left thumbstick to aim. And then if I want to, let me see if I can find some more enemies. I can use my right bumper to add some like more larger projectiles. And what's kind of neat is there's a little bit of an integrated new feature. For those of you that saw this during prototype and play, one of the new features, I think is a new feature, was a rumble pack. And it's kind of neat, so like, you know, I'll fire off and I'll get a little bit of a rumble. So that's kind of fun. And then you can also use, let me see. Oh yeah, you can use the B button to fire as well, the same firing. So you do some of these collectibles. Got some no more health. You'll notice that I have at the top left, I have a health bar. I have a power bar. So power bar is those green things. An energy, which is dependent upon like I guess how long I can move without running out of energy. And the goal here is really just to kind of get to the exit. Let me kind of get this guy real quick. Get some of these. I got money, so I guess in that instance in scrap, it's kind of like at some point maybe you can upgrade your tank, your machine, and then you just go to the exit. All right, and we got one more larger forest dungeon. I like this because in this one is way more bullets too. It's really cool. I can really feel the rumble pack going. I got lots of blasts. The sound effects are really crunchy. I love it. It's really cool. That noise is fun. I don't know, I said that during prototype and play, but I really enjoyed that. So this is kind of neat. I know the exit is down there, but I'm not really sure how to get there quite yet. I used to play a game way many years ago. You guys remember a really old PC game called Scorched Earth? It was all like gradients. Hate to say, but that might be before some of you guys' time. But I thought that was a lot of fun. Grab some of these. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, they're decimating them, man. That power blast. There's a lot more, so I really need these. How's my health? My health is okay. It's getting there, though. Where is this? Dang. I thought the exit was down here. Is it up there? I think it's up here. Yep, there it is. Alright. So that's it for now. This is kind of like a little snippet. So we got the intro, we got the small underground, and then the larger forest dungeon. So yeah. So this is a little bit of that game for Project Steel Dungeon. Lots of great progress. I love the graphic art. I love your illustrations. Always really fun to see. And I think it's actually those are built inside of Game Maker Studio. So really cool stuff to see. So yeah, let me kind of do another shout out for his projects. He's got something coming up that's released, Balloon to the Moon 2. We've kind of been harking this and for a couple weeks now at least. So feel free to check out their store. This one's a lot of fun. It's a great game to explore the moon in an open world 2D platformer with 30 different areas, find all sacred treasures, and please the moon princess. Explore the deep caverns of the moon and soar above the clouds, but there is more than what all might seem. So yeah, definitely check out this game. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of a revamp of a game that he'd been working on for a while. And yeah, let him know what you think if you do get the game. Even if you don't, like if you get a chance to kind of take a look at it. We got him in some of our channels too. So, cool. All right. So next up, we have a couple of different local games that we're going to do a shout out for. I just kind of wanted to give a chance to some of these just so that people can kind of be aware of things coming up. So normally what I do, let me go ahead and showcase this just so you know. I mean, obviously you can let us know. Let's see the Discord channel. You can let us know if you have a game you want to present on your behalf. And we'll let you have the time and space to do this. I'm just kind of presenting these on behalf of the folks today. But we also have this Share Your Games channel. So feel free if you're in Discord to add a new post. And anything that's within 30 days, I try to do a shout out to. If it's not new, I'll at least do a little shout out so I know Nemesis Star, you just posted something. You actually did a really cool new post in a prototype and play this month. So there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up with your game. Brand new images, brand new designs, really cool new ship. Yeah, this thing's looking really cool. So great job on that. I think you may have posted your itch.io in here. But yeah, feel free to check it out. So if people want to watch or play, you can check out Nemesis Star. School Quest we did one for already, so I'm just going to let you guys take that. But you will, I think you need to install the adventure game. Let me see if you're down here because you were presented before School Quest. Yeah. So here's a little bit of a video. It's a small town in northeastern Ohio. Wow, that sounds familiar. A class will graduate with their entire lives ahead of them. Now, over 30 years later, there's no audio yet. Their lives will be immortalized. And then one way, oh, sorry, I was looking at something. And in no way could one have imagined in an 8-bit retro video game. Yeah, so if you're really into point-and-click adventure games, this is like old school point-and-click adventure games. I don't think this has audio. Let me just double check. I don't think it has audio. Oh, it does. Dang. Sorry about that. I don't know why I wasn't playing through Discord. So avoid the principal. Avoid the leaking ceiling and water hazards. Interact with other students to uncover clues. Avoid getting your face pummeled by the bullies. Yeah, he's not friendly. I thought he was friendly, but secrets will be revealed based on real-life events. Talk to famous teachers. See famous rooms from 1994. Yeah, I remember those old school computers. Get yelled at by angry, balding... something. In stunning 16-bit graphics. Some of these I haven't seen. Can you solve the mystery? Or is it all over for the class of 1994? Famous by who? One of our COGG members, of course. The developer. School Quest. Yeah, coming soon. Very nice. You've been warned. I love it. Yeah, this is great. I hadn't seen this trailer, so it was kind of a nice little shout out to that. So yeah, check them out. Again, you can look at them up. I don't know if you have any more information down here. Okay, not yet. But yeah, you can check them out in our Share Your Games channel. So if you ever want to play it, I think you just need to. You can ask Ironhide how to play it, but I think you need Adventure Quest engine to play it, but then after that you can play it. We played it a couple times. I've got the actual engine to play it. Um, and yeah, just let us know what you think. Should be a lot of fun. And this was updated yesterday, so the latest and greatest. Great. Cool. We have this one. So I'll do a shout out to Museum Simulator. So you can check them out. And actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm like getting ahead of myself. I'm going to do School Quest video for you guys. Okay. Sorry, I'm like jumping around. So School Quest is there. Hey, Artist88, welcome, welcome. So yeah, Museum Simulator. You can grab their Steam page here. And sorry, I never put down. Did I put down? Let me double check. I did put Balloon to the Moon. Okay, cool. So Museum Simulator is build and manage your own museum, discover, clean, and display over 350 relics from around the world. Run exhibitions, auction area extras, and boost profits with your gift shop. Curate rare exhibits and turn your museum into a must-see destination by Lazy Lion Games. So it's coming soon, so keep it on your wish list as have I. And check them out. So yeah, this is a little bit of snippet of some of that. Yeah, this looks really cool. Oh, you got a gift shop. Gift shop. Little fuzzy dinosaurs. Oh, I like this. So it looks like you can excavate some bones here and some relics. You got your elevator. So it looks like a 3D game. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. This looks really cool. So yeah, let us know how it's going and if we can help share it. Here. Oh, they do have a video. Cool. Yeah, it looks cool, man. I can't wait. Great job. Yeah. So that's one of our other games, new this month. I'm saving this one. But I want to do a little shout out to Hyperspace. So you've got an evolution of the level select for like about a year ago, just to kind of see the progression of the level select screens. So definitely check them out. I think this is the newest one. Yeah, it looks great. And you got this little like fog of war happening when you reveal more. Yeah, looks good, man. And let me see. Yeah, if you want to learn more about this game, it's really fun. Let's see if you have any new updates. I don't think. Yeah, nothing new quite yet. Oh, and you can do this too. Coming soon. Rift Drift. I mean Rift Drift. Yeah, did I say it wrong? Rift Drift. Yeah. Okay, cool. Whoops, I'm like again jumping around too much. All right. Yeah, cool stuff, man. Can't wait to see more of this. So we got Rift Drift, and if that's the wrong name, you can you can always change that. And this is where if you're looking for drifts, that's so funny. Rift, all the same. Drifts, Roblox game. Previous game, that he's working on still. You can take a look here. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. It's got some work in progress in here. We have Gun King. I think it's just kind of a Phil. You're just kind of doing some showcase, but I wanted to do, since you have a new trailer, just kind of show more of this Gun King. So this is one of them that actually, if you look on our COGG website under games, you'll see that he's actually in here too. So if you guys have games, this is kind of what I like to show people because not everybody can get on Discord. Please, 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 if you want your game up here, there's no cost. You just fill out the form here, and I'll go through the forum lists, the survey that you take, and I'll post it up here, send you an email, let you approve it, and then if it looks good, then you're up here. Later we might start to organize these into categories and whatnot, but we're just starting to add these really, so feel free to check that out. And then yeah, so then I would say let's watch your new trailer. Ah, come on. Don't buffer. Dude, that's a sick trailer, man. That's really cool. Great job. So that's Gun King by Frogbert. So definitely check it out. You can check them out here. And I know there's a way to check out the game, which I just have to look here. And I think it's an itch page. Yeah. You can check them out here, and there's probably... Yeah, you can buy it. Have I bought this? No, it's on my wish list. But you can get early access, which I might do sometime. Yeah, maybe we have to play it sometime. I can't remember if I played this or not, but yeah, maybe I'll have to play this sometime during a prototype and play or otherwise. Okay, cool. I think this is one we showed, but show it anyways, just for fun. Oops. Oh, they got it. Cool. Rotten Sales. Yeah, the game gave me ideas for other game pieces. Wonderful. Good. Rotten Sales is a sales cursed waters to hunt valuable artifacts from cursed islands. Manage your ship, explore dangerous ruins, and deliver treasures to the Armada Guild before darkness claims you. I can't remember if I've seen this or not. Let me know if we have. I've done so many games, I can't remember. Looks cool though. Yeah. Great trailer too, man. These are all great trailers. Yeah, so if you ever want to play it, play test it. Looks like they're doing updates. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, let me double check. Yeah. Okay, so I did put the Steam there. So check it out. Coming soon. Can't wait to see more of it. And then maybe we can play test this sometime. Again, if you are, around our time, or if you can make it, our prototype and play is a good event if you ever want to show it to our group. Or if you ever want to sign up and be part of the GameDev meetup and share it with us, we can do it there too. So, yeah, cool stuff, man. Let's see. Yeah, we got a couple of just little updates. I mean, I know Inceptor, you had some new posts just on the music that came up. So, yeah, this is a cool game too. If you've ever seen Inceptor, they have some cool progress. It's kind of like a cartridge PCP made game, so this actually works on a Game Boy cartridge. Really cool stuff. And if you ever get to see, Liam does like some cool stuff at our in-person prototyping play. So if you ever want to see that in person, he's usually at those events showcasing this game. If you ever want to play it, it's a really cool game. If you never get a chance to try it. And then I think well, when was this last one? I think I already did an update on this one. Yeah. Okay, but the very very beginning. Um, yeah, I don't know if this got updated. Okay. All right. So yes, Techo Studio. I might need updated. Just as a reminder for you if you're on here to check that out. Cool. And I think this is older stuff. Yeah, it's older stuff. Okay. So I wanted to do. Let me see. I did miss one. Oh, want to do Qualdron? So you can play right here in itch.io. So that's something I wanted to note. Itch.io gets brought up a lot, right? The GDEX Game Jam we're doing on itch.io. We got a lot of games on itch.io. Why does everybody use itch.io? Well, the reason why a lot of people use itch is that it's a great platform if you've got any game um, and you just wanted to put up some place for people to play. It's free to use. It's a great way to share your game, and it's pretty simple to upload. So that's why I see a lot of people doing this. Now, if you want to sell it, you can sell it on here too. But a lot of people you'll see do it on Steam. Steam is really more of a store than I mean, it's just kind of a store too, right? But a lot of people will also do it on Steam because it's a great place to share there as well. Now, there are obviously other platforms like Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation. Those are a little bit more complex to get onto, but those are the two I see people do a lot. So yeah, if you ever have a game you want to do a work in progress and do development logs and get feedback to, this is a great place to do it. So this is what is it called? Qualdron. So you meet the literal space shooter. Instead of shooting bullets or lasers, your ship shoots space, i.e. blocks, that your enemies collide into. But watch out, you can end up running into your own blocks too. There are 3 levels and bosses to fight. Qualdron includes several accessibility features. These include remappable adjustable controls for your keyboard, ability to navigate menus and play on only using keyboard, game speed adjuster, to make the game up to 50% slower, option to give yourself more lives, high contrast graphics and text, option to move bottom feeder stage hazards to adjust difficulty. Learn why accessibility is important. You know, I'm going to have to really give an awesome shout out to this as someone who's like, in the game industry and has been working a lot. Accessibility is such a really big, sometimes overlooked opportunity to get more people to play your games, and just kind of like a nice nod to folks that play games differently that may need to just to be able to understand what is working. So thanks for that. This is great. So definitely glad that you did a shout out for that as well and integrate it in your games. If you want to learn more, another great, so you can check out these guides. Get more information if you want to see why game accessibility in games is important. You can also look at Able Gamers. They're a great group that we use a lot. Kind of getting off tangent again, but this is a great segue. They are a nonprofit that helps to integrate accessibility for a lot of different games too. So glad you added that. That's really great. Very nice of you to do that. And I just lost my page. Okay, let's do a quick run of this. Let me just do a trailer and a quick play since it's in the browser. I can do that real quick. And actually, if this plays it, this might be better because I don't know how good I'm going to be able to play this. Oh, that's very cool. Nice loading screen. Neat. I like that. Kind of shows you kind of what to expect. Oh, neat. So as you shoot the enemies, they turn into blocks. That's cool. And so as the enemies hit the bottom, the bottom gets closer and closer to you. Huh. interesting mechanic. I like that. So it seems like the, oh yeah, seems like the blocks are random between 1 to 3. Ooh, that was bad. Yes, yeah, so definitely it's a vertical type of game, so I could tell this is maybe like on the phone or something. Or arcade machine. Arcade machine, yeah. Yeah, Space Invaders Tetris. That's a good nod. Yeah, we're playing your game, Super Voodooed. Well, I'm playing your trailer. Yeah, I don't know if we showed this, so I can't remember. There's a lot of games that get posted, so I want to make sure I get them. So, but I don't think we played this one. Yeah, I really like this game. It's a pretty neat gameplay. The head reminds me of Sinistar. Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, there's a 4. Yeah, how often, like, is it the blocks are randomized between 1 and like 4, or they generate it a certain way? Beware I live. Yes, yes. Yeah, I was gonna say turrets, views, and reviews. You're a very big, you know, top-down shooter, retro gamer. You got your own game you're making, right? Would help if I joined the voice chat. No, no, no. Well, it might be difficult. There's a little bit of a setup for that. But yeah, if you Super Voodoo, if you ever want to showcase playing this game in the future, all you have to do is in our Discord. And actually, I wonder if I can just share this. Yeah, I'll share here. I'll share you guys the presenter channel. So if you ever want to present in the future, I'll drop the link in here for you, Voodooed. Da, 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 da. Oh, sign up for GameDev meetups. Yeah, so you can, in the GameDev meetup signups, so like that's where I would walk you through like getting on Discord, getting you assigned roles, testing your mic. So there's a little bit of setup. I don't want to just, like, we try to get people on here impromptu if we can, but it might be a little difficult. But yeah, in the future, if you want to, what's cool about that forum is you can pick any month. So you can pick next month. Next month actually would be online, if I recall correctly. Or no, it's in yeah, it's in person. But you know, it actually would be a good place to do a simulcast. So if you can't make it in person, say if you're not from Columbus, our game dev meetup is going to be on a Sunday. Knock on wood, I gotta get approved, but 31st of July, and then we're gonna have we can do a simulcast. So like if you need to do it like online, we can stream on our Discord channel and get you rocking and rolling there. We've done that in the past. That's kind of what we're trying to do. Is like if it's in person, it's still a simulcast. So we try to get a little bit more involved, but we can set that up. So just sign up there, and we'll reach out to you and try to get you all ready to go. So. Yeah, if you want to present, we'd love to talk to you more. But also, anybody that we showcased today wants to join us in the chat on Discord, you can join us with our Discord link. I'll post that real quick. COGG Discord server. Gerald in Ohio, Quadrin isn't being worked on anymore, so I figured it wasn't worth showcasing, but perhaps I'll showcase. Yeah, it'd be cool. No pressure, obviously. Gotcha. Just make it help us. Next piece feature would be nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Cool stuff, man. All right. I think I got maybe one more. All right. So we did this one, this one. I know I'm going to do this one, I think. I think that's the last one. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these we've presented in the past. Feel free to go through these. There's some really cool stuff in here. And they basically what happens is as soon as you make an update, it gets pushed to the top. So the first, you kind of see a line. I feel like. Yeah. Anything 30 days and below gets pushed down. So if you do an update or if you have a new game, you get pushed to the top. And when we do these online events like this, I try to play through as many as I can. So I think we're going to do one more. This is Kiki Island. Thought this would be a good one to kind of end on. Kiki Island. If I could type. So this one is explore the island full of interesting locations and silly characters to talk to. With the WASD to move, mouse to look, and E to talk, many characters have multiple lines of dialogue. So press E again to advance the dialogue if you want them to repeat themselves. Walk away and then come back to talk again. So made in 9 days for the VTuber Tiny Jam 2025. The theme was space, but I ignored it. That's perfectly fine. And we'll actually have a theme for the GX Game Jam, but again, like, don't worry about it. Just use it if you think it's useful. So it's a good kind of like stepping off point. Notations to the music. Jeremy Leonard catch Red Beans recording. Amiga Music Loops Kapari. Font Shira Weber Kaori Gel. And so yeah, you can actually play this. I actually got this downloaded today. So lots of really cool visuals. All right, let's go ahead and get this up and running. Oop, don't know why I did that. Sorry. Cool. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, wrong one. All right. Cool. Welcome to Kiki Island. Oops, I went backwards. Hold on. So if I talk to this guy, welcome to Kiki Island. This is this humble little landmass is known for its picturesque locations and the variety of tourists it attracts. And actually, I'm gonna. I know it looks weird. I'm gonna turn down the volume just a little bit so you can hear me. All right. And the variety of tourists it attracts. Hope you enjoy exploring, smiley face. When you're ready to leave, just walk to the end of the dock. Cool. So, yeah, so if I walk here, this is kind of what popped that up, and I can exit. But cool. Alright, let's talk to some cats. Ah, yes, the classic dichotomy of you go... Oh. You go left or right. Left the forest path, right, to the beach. Where do they lead? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe you won't choose at all. Press E to interact. You can even do it multiple times to see all of what someone has to say. Until, of course, they run out of things to say. I'm out of things to say. No! That's fair. Alright. So, yeah. Left or right? We'll do the beach. We'll do the beach. I always want to ask the stream what they want to do, but it's like 30 seconds behind, so it's like, I don't want to wait. So I'm just going to do right. Could you move, please? You're blocking my sun. Very nice. Yay, yay, yay. I love the water. It's so funny. I don't think I can get in the water. That's okay. Nothing quite like being at the beach. The sound of waves crashing against the shore. The smell of fresh sunscreen. There's nothing better, there's no better place. Building sandcastles is a serious endeavor. something could go wrong every step of the way, ruining your progress. A civilian like you wouldn't understand. I like that sandcastle though. Ooh, I can step on it. Is that a bad thing? Oh. I don't think anything happened. Like, I'm glad I didn't do that on accident. Okay. Get down from there, you kiddo. You'll hurt yourself. Probably talking to him. Or her. Or it. Why am I laying here in the sand? Well, I'm making a sand angel, of course. Oh. This game is already super cute. Alright. Those trees, pointing, jarring, gross, needs work, 4 out of 10 at best. These trees, round, elegant, humble, perfect, 10 out of 10. I see, I see. Alright, let's talk to you. Mommy, mommy, look! Look how high I can go! Very nice. Ah, okay. There's my shadow. Ooh, mushrooms. Mushrooms, the size of trees? What sort of ecological phenomenon is this? I don't know, but I love it. Careful. This bridge is sketchy as heck. I want to see the summit of the island, but I can't bring myself to cross. Scrunched face. Okay, we'll find out later if I can get off the bridge or not. I don't want to like restart if I don't have to. Oh boy, that bridge sure was fun and easy and safe and cool to cross. I even tried to walk off some force off the cosmos, wouldn't let me. Oh, really? Yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay. Very nice. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. You know, this isn't a very big island. Some might even say there isn't mushroom here. Oh my gosh. I definitely did the biggest face palm. Appreciate the puns. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hi. Let's see this one. Hi. Very nice. I heard on the grapevine that the developer didn't know what to put here. What's the developer? I don't know, you tell me. We're moving. Ah, so the forest path and the beach path merge after all. I suppose then it didn't matter, a false dichotomy. Or maybe the ends of self where the means. Where the means? You could always take a different path down. That is true. So that's a cave. I'll get in there soon enough. There seems to be some sort of rift in the cliff wall here. Wonder what caused it. Dev note. Please do not look at the UV seams. I mean, now I have to look at the UV seams. Oh, look at those. Sorry, I can't help myself. You tell me not to look at something and I'm gonna look at it. That's just how it goes. Alright, let's see what's else. We'll go in here soon. We'll go into the void. Soon enough. Can you get up there? I want to get up there. Here, fishy. Is there fishy? Is there fishy? Ah, I can feel the fish nibbling on my toes. Ow. Where's the fishies? They gotta be around here somewhere. Alright. I brought this fish food, but the fish all seem more interested in the toes today. Didn't want to go to the waste, so I'm gonna have it for lunch. Oh, very nice. Like these like little bamboo stems. A flower field. Ah, an elevated freshwater pond on an island surrounded by salt water. Where does this water come from? Where does it drain to? The hydrologic cycle here makes no sense. I guess. I never thought about it that way, but now that you mention it, it's pretty suspicious. Pretty sus. Someone's got to take care of the flowers. Even on an island like this, they snuggle during the hot summer. So I wonder if there's anything else here. Oh, hey you. You're the seams guy. Alright, I'm going to go up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go down, and you're going to have to play this game to see what's up there. That's the rules. I want you guys to download to play this game. I feel like the end is close. Must be right around the corner. Oh, hi. What the Signa? Signa? What? I like how they're all looking at me. I know they're like a billboard facing to me. I can see the light. There's hope. I won't be stuck here forever. Very nice. Holy schmoly, Gonzoli, this cave is long. I wonder where the others ends let out. I heard that the developer had something really cool planned for this area, but they didn't have time to implement it. Now it's just a boring old cave. Well, it's kind of cool cave. Maybe you come back later, the cool room will be here. I can't see where I'm going. I like the cave though. This is a really cool cave. This place is dark and scary. I'm scared. I want to go back. You do that. Whoa, a cave! I wonder where perhaps this is path that mayhaps leads to perhaps. That was definitely a tongue twisties. All right. Yeah, yes. This beer. Okay. I prefer hot dogs, but if you turn your head sideways when you eat, it's basically the same thing. I suppose so. He always burns the burgers, but don't say anything because I like them that way. When's the food gonna be ready? Oh, hey, Burger Man. What's the summer? Camp out with a few burgers. Medium rare, as all burgers are meant to be. They're all burnt to a crisp. One is on fire. They're almost done. Brown on the outside, pink on the center is what you're looking for. They're black on the outside, black on the center. He doesn't even look like he's being... Like he'll be taking them off anytime soon. Oh my gosh. They should be black. They should definitely be black. Yepers, here's my old RV. Picked up last fall and spent a few months renovating the old thing. Great to get it back on the road. There's no more roads on this island. Oh yeah, that's true. Need a cat back here. I brought a chocolate for s'mores, but all are melted in my pockets. Sad face. Nothing like a cozy campfire to warm you up on a hot summer day. I wish they were called ever-purple trees. Ever-purple trees? Instead of evergreen. Gotcha. Did you know that they're called evergreen trees because they stay green for the whole year? Instead of having leaves like most trees, they have pines that don't fall off. For evergreen. I think I didn't know that. I love coming to those woods. Look for bugs. They're different every season. Right now I see a stag beetle. So cool. God, they installed these benches. I'm not much of a hiker. The scenery down here is nice, but I wonder what it'll look like from the island summit. Ah, yes, a classic dichotomy. Oh, yep. So we're back. All right, so we went around the entire island through here, went through the cave, but again, I'm going to have you guys go to the summit. So that'll be your task. That'll be your homework. So, all right, I think that's it. This is really cute. I really love this. I can't wait to see more. I'd like to see some, more different opportunities. Maybe the cave gets built out. But it's great stuff, man. Awesome work. I love that. Oh, we got some notes. Looks cool. Can always be an island on a planet in space. That's true. Could be an island on a planet on space. Love the soundtrack. This is cute. So it's like walking sim. Yeah, a bit like that. Kind of reminds me of a short hike. If you guys ever seen that. A short hike game. Yeah, check this out. If you kind of like that game, you might like a short hike. Yeah, so love the characters in a capsule. Is a capsule? Yes, that's true. It is a game jam game, so I know it's a work in progress. Love the mushrooms and my type of humor. We're going to a mine. Yes, goes so seamlessly. Do tomatoes count? Is the moment where it suddenly turns into a horror game. Yes, burning. I love these comments. Burning it takes longer. That is true. How do they get that way? Now, in a funny story, we did do a I'd like to maybe do one if we have a chance to. But we did do a barbecue with COGG one year, and we did it at the Idea Foundry. We just kind of did. They have like a little back area that they had some grills at, and I didn't realize how hot some of these burgers were, and I burnt like almost half the burgers, and I felt so bad. As this, I remember opening it up and just fire everywhere, and I'm like, oh no. We had some good hot dogs and some other different sides, but that was a memory. I remember just making a super black hamburger. How did they get in the RV on the island? Yeah, it's true. Maybe they did it by boat and wheeled it in. Hey, Caleb, I'm glad you made it. Hi. Short hike. Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool. I feel bad because I think that's probably the last bit of this stream. Again, I just kind of want to, reiterate that if you haven't done so already, check out our GDEX page. If I can get there. Oop. Because it is coming up soon. I'm getting a lot of notes that, hey, make sure to keep an eye on this. So check out thegdex.com, where you can go in and join our game jam, which is happening next weekend, Friday, August 1st, starting at 6 p.m. You can join us, um, through our video, our live stream on YouTube, through this kickoff event. And then when we're done on the 9th, August 9th, I think it's like, yeah, August 10th, we'll do an ending ceremony, which will play as many, if not all, of the Game Jam games. And if you want to be a part of this, all you have to do is join our Itch.io channel or Itch.io page. Join here. This will give you the opportunity to add your game at the end of the event. It lets us know how many people are coming. And then the big one too is also Discord, which will take you to our README channel. This will get you in the right spot, so that you can start uh, learning more about the game jam here, but also down here we're going to have, you don't see it quite yet, Jamio has some blatherings that Tom is working with. We will have channels down here at the very bottom left where you can join via Jamio, which is our Discord game jam creation bot, which will pair you up with teams. You can start to form teams if you want to organically, but then just use Jamio to kind of officially make them here. If you don't want to use this, that's fine. The big thing is just making sure that when you join our Itch.io page, that you submit your game to be submitted for rating system. Yeah, have a lot of fun there. And then again, like if you guys are interested in GDEX, it's again September 4th through the 7th at the Greater Columbus Convention Center, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take a look at the website and learn more about that. And then if you want to be a part of it, we're still accepting exhibitors, speakers and experiences, volunteers, and media. If you are exhibiting but you haven't filled out your entire form, please do finish that up. So you may have signed up, but you maybe not have completed, like say paid for your booth or anything like that. Please do finish that up so we can have a really big show. We expect a lot of attendees already. We've got a lot of tickets coming through, so lots of exciting events. There's talks and all kinds of good stuff, tournaments, game arcades. Usually it's a Saturday dance party, so it's a big fun event. If you can stop by, love to see you in person. So, and then COGG would definitely be there. We did, just so Caleb knows, he can kind of take the sweat off of his brow. We did finalize our booth space, so we are in the space that you've suggested. And I agree. I think that was a good space. If you want to volunteer with us for COGG, the COGG booth, we are looking for volunteers. One way you can do that is if you go to thecog.com, and down here at the bottom, there's a Become a Volunteer. You can join us there. I do keep these items in here, and it kind of helps us identify you. I have been very bad at like keeping up to these things, but just feel free to sign up, and I'll get back with you as soon as we can, and we'll have a really good time there. So cool. All right. Without further ado, I think that'll wrap us up for today's July Game Dev Meetup, our online event. Next month, so our next event again is Friday the 8th on our, let me just double check I'm saying this right. Yeah, Friday the 8th. August 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. It's going to be an online prototype and play event. So that'll be in our Discord. We got August 31st. Our game dev meetup, just like this, is going to. We're working on an in-person Sunday event, 4 to 7 p.m. So this will be in person this time at Boxland Media. And yeah, have a good time there. And then yeah, what I would say is if you want to join us, I'll be around for like about an hour, maybe even less, in our Discord channel. So I post that there. Thanks, Rosefield. Glad you could stop by. And yeah, so we'll keep you posted on things. But if nothing else, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for if you shared your game or shared your notes. I really appreciate being involved. That's the biggest thing you can do is let us know how we can help you. So glad that everybody could make it. And if nothing else, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you in August. If nothing else, have a great day too. All right, we'll talk soon, and maybe in the Discord. All right, take care. Bye bye.